Hey everybody, it's Eric with D&D Miniature and Board Games. So, finally came out for all you horror fans. Black Site Studios. Don't look back. You want to see what's inside? Stay tuned. So, the eagerly anticipated Don't Look Back by Black Site Studios. Now, we've been used to these guys doing terrain, but they're starting to dabble a little bit into miniatures and games now. Anybody's been keeping up with our Facebook page, we've been posting a lot of the, they've got the Alien figures, the Blade Runner figures, and now Don't Look Back has been released. This is their horror game, kind of based on the, I'd say, 80s genre. So let's see what's inside. Alright. So, first look, the Don't Look Back knife, which is also can be used as a measuring device. It's the way it's designed. It's made out of MDF. Four different style dice. Well, it's a 20, 10, 2 10s, and a 6-sided. That's all you need to play the game. Now, we all thought this was probably one of the better ideas that came out of this. They went ahead and the figures, including there's 2 expansions, there's the gray guys and there's a guy with a chainsaw, come in an old videotape cassette case. And when you open this up, it's actually foam insert for the figures once they're put together, and your dice, tokens, whatever. Now, since we've already opened up the figure box, let's take a look at these, okay? I'm going to take a look first at the characters before we get to the killer in this one. So you'll notice that these are a resin plastic. You have 6 character figures that come in this, and you're pretty much stuck to the poses with these. They do have an arm that goes on, or 2 arms that have to be connected, but you're pretty much stuck to the poses, and you do get the bases for them to go on. Now, right now you should be seeing 360-degree views of these, and I'll probably have done some close-ups of these so you get a really good look at them before they even get tore apart and assembled. The next one, however, is the killer. The killer gives you a lot of choices. I'm not going to dump everything out. There is an extra head in here, a couple weapons. You've got the main body, and you've got 4 other heads in here. Now, I remember there is an axe, there is not a knife that he's carrying, there's a sledgehammer here. You have various choices of both head and weapon choices. You probably saw a 360 degree. I probably put him together with the cloth head. Because for those of you who are used to our YouTube channel, you've already seen the other horror game that I have, that I already have a character painted up like Jason. So I don't really need another one. It gives you a nice little beginner's tips on how to work with MDF and how to work with resin. A thank you for pre-ordering Don't Look Back. All I can smell is MDF right now. Alright. And here's the rule book. Nice, glossy, Black Site Studios. Now, this game doesn't have separated character cards, but you can go ahead and scan these pages and make your own character cards. It's got your different scenarios you can go into, which you would roll for. The fright phase, and then it starts explaining how to play. I know you have to roll several times with to find out who your killer is. I think you can, from what I was told at one point, you can also start a killer from scratch and actually roll him completely up however he rolls up. Now, one thing a lot of us players are used to is when we search, we have cards. This game doesn't have those. So you'll want probably like a scratch piece of paper and a pencil, because you're going to roll on a 1d10 and it's going to tell you what you get. So like, let's say right now I was rolling for supplies. So I roll a 7, I get an old washcloth. This card, when making the let me take a look action to remove an additional injury and a terror point. Same thing with the weapons table. You're going to roll on there to find out what kind of weapon you found. Does have a quick reference. It has your actions. And these are the 2 expansions that are coming out. Boxcar Willie, the one I was saying with the chainsaw. And the killer expansion is Attack of the Greys, which is 3 aliens. And they will all come out in the videotape cassette holder like this did. So, MDF. There is a lot of MDF here. If you've worked with MDF, and you know it's not always perfect. Sometimes you gotta whittle down a little bit. Sometimes you gotta shave off some. It's usually pretty good though. And from what I've heard about the MDF from Blacksite Studios, it's supposed to be really good. Now, you already get the black from this MDF from where it's been on the cutter. But it all has pretty good detail. I've actually already seen a lot of this because they were putting these together, one of those buildings together at Discover Games when I was over there to pick my copy up. And by the way, this building, when it's done, the doors actually do open and close. It is designed for that. You have your different tokens here. And I believe this comes with a building, an outbuilding, storm cellar, and fences. And the building itself is a 2-story. And when I was watching Alan put it together, everything is actually, the roof is all removable, so you can go upstairs into the attic and everything. Some of this is just popping right out already. It looks like somebody forgot to remove a sticker. So, that's the entire MDF building. And parts for fences and roofs and storm cellar. So, don't look back. Now, also keep in mind they do have their science fiction one that they've kind of got some beta rules for called Anomaly. I have tried out the beta rules, and if this is anything like the beta rules for Anomaly, this would be a great game. Also remember that the killer in this does play, it's an AI, so everybody plays a survivor and the killer just runs around and kills people. If you like what you see, either directly order from Blacksite Studios, or go to your local game store and have them order you a copy. As always, support your local gaming. We support Discover Games, Fayetteville, Georgia. Game on, everybody.